Welcome to the music theory part of lesson 2. In lesson 1 I showed you the piano keyboard and explained how the notes are arranged in groups of 12 different sounds. Here they are. Sounds. And there are 7 groups of 12. They are the same sounds at different octaves. Then I showed you how for writing music we use groups of 8 as a reference. I then introduced you to a specific group of 8 notes called the major scale, and we listened to the various major scales. They all sound similar because they have the same structure. So let's listen to the major scale again. Remember, I said there are many different types of scales, but they can all be described in relation to the major scale. And this is why it's so important to understand and internalize the major scale before you start investigating other colors of music, and we will be doing that together step by step. Okay? That is the major scale of C major, and I said that we will be using this scale as a reference in our music theory. This is the scale used in all music theory books and classes for Western music. Now this has a particular structure, and in lesson 1 we listened to the other major scales. Let me just play you 1 or 2 more. Okay, they have the same structure, so you can start anywhere on the piano keyboard and play the major scale. Have a look at lesson 1 and you'll see that again in detail. In this lesson, what I want to do is to show you how we represent the notes of music on paper. When we write music, we write notes onto what are called musical systems. Here is a picture of a musical system. A musical system is just a series of lines. The high notes are on the lines at the top, and the lower notes are on the lines at the bottom. And do you remember when we looked at the piano keyboard, in the middle of the piano keyboard was a note we call middle C. So on the musical system, in between those high notes and those low notes, in that space goes the note middle C. You can understand now why choosing the piano to help us understand the structure of music is a good idea, because the horizontal layout of the notes on the keyboard transposes very well to the vertical layout of the notes on the musical system. That's middle C. So here are the other notes going up. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Here are the lower notes going down from middle C to low C. Now for the bass voices, of course this will go down much lower, down another octave even. And of course the soprano voices can go much higher than the male high C. That's the top note that you can see here. So starting from middle C, male high C, female high C, and of course coloratura sopranos can go even higher than that. When we look at a bare musical system like this, we see two sets of lines and they both look identical. Each set of lines is called a staff. The top staff is called the treble staff or the G staff. And we use a symbol at the beginning of the staff to help us know where the notes are. That symbol is called the G clef. The symbol curls around the note G. The lower staff is known as the bass staff or the F staff. It too has a symbol at the beginning of it called the F clef symbol, indicating where the note F is. So to summarize, here are all of the notes from low C up to the male high C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, middle C. Middle C, D, E, F, G, A, B, male high C. There is another octave above that up to the female high C, and there is another octave below the low C down to the bass low note. So let me just give you a little test to see whether you remember all of that. First of all, can you tell me what this is? It's a musical system showing the treble staff and the bass staff and showing the G clef and the F clef. Can you tell me what note this is? Yes, it's middle C. Can you tell me what this symbol is? It is the G clef symbol. It actually tells us where the note G is, where the symbol curls around the line. And what about this symbol? What is this symbol? This symbol is the F clef symbol. Where it curls around into a blob on the line indicates the note F. What is this note? Yes, it is the note G. And this is indicated where the G clef symbol curls around the second line of the staff. What is this note? Yes, of course, this is the note F, which is indicated where the F clef symbol curls around the line into a blob. So, there we are. We now have the basic set of tools and we can start reading and writing music and songs. And do you remember in lesson 1 I encouraged you to think of the numbers related to the notes? So instead of thinking of the C major scale in note names, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, I want you to think of them in numbers as follows: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? I won't say any more now about that, but in the next lesson we will be talking about intervals of the major scale, and you will see how using numbers frees us from thinking of note names. And this is especially important when you change the pitch of the notes in order to set the music for your own voice or for other voices. When you move the music up or down, you will have to pick a particular set of notes, and it won't always be the C major scale. But what will be the same will be the numbers. We'll talk about that in the next lesson. So, I'll see you in lesson 3.